So we mentioned earlier in the videos that we are going to encounter alternate interior angles and alternate exterior angles. So first we're going to review what those words mean. So exterior angles are a pair of angles on opposite sides of the transversal but on the outside of the parallel lines. So, exterior angles are a pair of angles, so you need two, because a pair means two, on opposite sides of our transversal. Remember, the transversal is the line that intersects the parallel lines at different spots. So, my transversal here is line C, and it intersects my parallel lines A and B. So, we're given A is parallel to B. Okay, and then they're outside of the parallel lines. So, exterior means outside, just like the word outside. So, our exterior, I'm going to shade where the exterior would be, because it's outside of the two parallel lines. So there's my exterior area. So the black color marker represents the exterior area. Now I'll move over and define what an interior angle are. So they're the same thing. Interior, you need a pair of angles on opposite sides of the transversal. But on the inside of the two parallel lines. So this one, again, is a pair of angles on opposite sides of the transversal. So we're looking at a transversal, and they're on the inside of the two parallel lines. So I will highlight the interior angles because it's on the inside of the two lines. So we have our exterior on the outsides and our interior on the inside. So alternate is where the word opposite comes in. So opposite, color in purple just like this word, is the opposite. So alternate exterior angles are going to be pairs of angles on opposite sides of the transversal on the outside of the parallel line. So if we look here, one is on the outside and it's on the left side of the transversal. If I go down here, 8 is on the outside, and it's on the right side of the transversal. So, angle 1 and angle 8 are an example of alternate exterior angles. And if you look over here, we have 2 and we have 7. So angles 2 and angle 7 are alternate exterior angles. So if I come over here, we do the same thing, but on the inside of the two parallel lines, because we're on the interior now. So an example of these would be angles 3 and angle 6. Here's one on my left side of the transversal, here's one on my right side of the transversal. They're alternate, so 3 and 6 are alternate interior angles. And angles 4 and angles 5. So alternate is on the outside, and interior is on the inside. Alternate means opposite, and exterior is on the outside, and interior is on the inside. So the cool thing about exterior and interior angles are that exterior angles are always congruent. So we know the measure of angle 1 is equal to the measure of angle 8. And the measure of angle 2 is equal to the measure of angle 7. So if angle 1 happened to be, let's say, 59 degrees, then measure of angle 8 would be 59 degrees. Now, the same thing applies for the interior angles. They're always congruent, which means they have the same measure. So they have the same degree measure. So the measure of angle 3 is equal to the measure of angle 6, and the measure of angle 4 is equal to the measure of angle 5. So, to wrap this all up again, we have alternate, meaning opposite. So alternate exterior angles are a pair of angles on opposite sides of the transversal, but on the outside of the parallel lines. So it's on the outside, so one's on the left, one's got to be on the right, and vice versa. And interior means inside, so our alternate interior angles are a pair of angles on opposite sides of the transversal that are on the inside of our two parallel lines.